Hello everybody out there, my name is Mike and welcome to the World's Finest Review, week number 316. And for this video, I'm going to be reviewing 3 comic books, 2 of the same company and 1 different. I'm going to be doing 2 Valiant books. I'll be doing Bloodshot Reborn, issue number 8, and Wrath of the Eternal Warrior, issue number 1, which was written by Rob Venditti. And then I'll be going to Dynamite, finishing off by doing Max 2, issue number 8. So let's start off with a Valiant book of Bloodshot Reborn, issue number 8. And the artwork drawn in this book was, in a good way, sketchy, but I really liked the artwork. And in this story, we find out that, I can't remember, Ray, thank you, Ray was with Magic last time. And we saw another Bloodshot that is like him, who was going after Magic. So, as he got there at a little bit of a too late time, Magic defended herself and got infected with the nanities. So, the only way for that to be prevented of that going further, Ray took the nanities away from Magic, and guess what? The person who said, "I don't want to be Bloodshot again," became Bloodshot. All white and everything, and yeah, he looks to be like he was before, and all the killing and everything, while in the meantime Hoyt and Festival are trying to look for Bloodshot, and the only place that they could think of where he is was at his old home. So they go to his old home, and long and behold, while leaving Magic behind, they find him at his old house with blood squirt at the end of this book. So I really like the whole concept that they did with the story about him not wanting to be Bloodshot, but in order to sacrifice who he loves to become Bloodshot was something that spoke out to me. And by the way, spoiler, he shoots Hoyt, but what is he going to do to Festival next? That's going to be continued in the next issue. Alright, so next up from Valiant, we have Wrath of the Eternal Warrior, issue number 1, taking place right after the Book of Death series. And Gilead is the name of the Eternal Warrior. So it starts off where he's fighting off against these demonic creatures, but then afterwards, he's at his home, like, I'm back home again, like, everything looks, nice again. I thought there was a catch to this, but I don't know, like something tells me that things are going to get very fishy as the issue continues on. So as he's at his house, with his kids and his wife and everything, everything looks like, everything is great, like I said before. But what Gilead talks to his wife about is Master Durek, about what he remembers of what he saw. And for those of you who didn't read Book of Death, you get a little bit of a description of that, along with the demons who want to go after Gilead. So as the issue continues, one night, Gilead hears voices of calling his name. And when he goes into the woods, we see that there are all the demons that are saying Gilead will run again. And that is going to be continued in the next issue of the Eternal Fight. And the artwork in this comic book, I have to say, was really amazing. And I don't know. I have a funny feeling he's either dreaming about this or he's in another world that he's imagining these things. I don't know. But after reading this, it leaves a big, huge question mark of what's going to happen next. And that's what I like about Ron Venditti's story of this. Really great story. Recommend if you get this book. For those of you like me who have read Book of Death of all 4 issues. Or you can get a trade paperback when it comes out. And the final book I'm going to be reviewing from Dynamite is Masks 2, issue number 8. Still on the search of the Red Death. And I will admit, by the way, I will say before I continue, the artwork was drawn really nicely. What annoyed me a little bit in this book is that the team is saying, we got to prevent Red Death from being Red Death. We understand that. I don't know if they're doing this to make it a jump-on friendly book, because technically throughout the whole issues I've been reading, I think the past 4 issues was all about Red Death, so you would have to find out what she's about. So as they're going back in time to prevent this from happening, not only do they want to prevent Red Death from becoming that, but they want to go to her parents to tell them, like, you know, your daughter is going to be this person that's going to be, you know, taking over the minds of everything. I like how one person actually gave the idea of doing that throughout this whole time. But the thing is that, you know how when they say if you change something in the past, it'll affect the present and possibly the future? Well, as they tell the parents about that, things don't go very well for the team. Like, they all just get, like, all... Like, it looks like that they're being erased or something. So as they're trying to prevent something from happening, they just all get washed away into, like, the other Shadow... Well, not the Shadow. The Spider gets to the Jurassic era. Meanwhile, in Ellis Island, New York City, there's a hero who's saying that he's been away from New York so long that he's finally returning, along with every other character. And there's a Brooklyn, New York reference in here too, which shout out to that because I am from Brooklyn. And the years just keep going. Basically, all the characters out in this book, they were sent to their present time, doing what they were doing, and I guess not remembering about the Red Death. So, from what I'm seeing here, because I don't see the end of to be continued, I'm guessing that this is the end of the story. Because, oh wait a minute, actually, no, there is no the end to be continued, no. So, its own book was just trying to prevent Red Death from becoming that, and then how it affects the times in present and future. So that's what really the whole 4 or 5 issues that I've been reading about. So I don't know. I guess I would say up to you guys if you want to get in trade paperback. Because like I said, I don't see the end to be continued. So there might be another volume to this. Who knows? But that's how I feel about the book. But if you guys have read this book, please let me know your feedbacks in the comments below. And also, there are links in the description. Please don't forget to check those out because there are a lot of stuff there that you guys will really want to see for your comic book needs and other stuff. And until next time, I'm Mike with the world's finest review, and I'll see you guys in another video. See you there.